Hello, YouTubers, and welcome back to another episode of The Grandstand here on the Ohio Patriot Education Network YouTube channel. I'm, as always, your host, AR the Ohio Patriot. And for today's episode, we're going to talk about why Pete Buttigieg, Norfolk Southern, Mike DeWine, and many other people need to be brought up on charges over what happened in East Palestine train derailment. So, as of right now, Dickhead DeWine is currently giving a stupid-ass press conference someplace in the state of Ohio. I'm not exactly sure where it's going on at, but I literally just was flipping through my feed here on YouTube, and sure enough, it popped up in the feed on one of the channels that I subscribe to there, and you have some woman from the, I think it's Ohio EPA or whatever, who's babbling on about, like, oh, and this is why dead fish are a thing now, and this is why this thing is a thing now. It's right here is the actual thing we're talking about here. It's just, I'm not even going to bother listening to their bullshit, dude, because that's all it is. It's a bunch of fucking lies, dude. It's an absolute bunch of lies and shit. And they're just lying to everybody at this point, man. They're lying to cover their own fucking asses, what it is, dude. Because everybody in this fucking state, dude, that's in political power right now, has some direct tie or indirect tie to Norfolk Southern right now. I guarantee it, dude. And the reason I say that specifically is because of the fact that you have so many motherfuckers who I have called from the General Assembly in the past 2 days now that have not said a fucking word back to me, have not even had their aides there to answer the phones. The couple that did answer the phones fucking just give me the brush off is what it is. And I'm like, dude, what the fuck? Like, these people ain't doing nothing, dude, because they're all fucking bought and paid for by the damn company is what it is, man. A company that, by the way, 74% of which is owned by massive hedge funds. All the billionaires of this country, basically, is what it is. They don't give a fuck about people, just want profit at any cost. Don't give a shit about fucking society because they're all a bunch of greedy sacks of shit and fucking demons. But, yeah, what we're going to talk about today, though, is we got little fuckstick PDB actually finally talking about the Ohio train derailment here on this Breitbart article. But, of course, he's talking about just being concerned over it. It's like, dude, it's your fucking job as the transportation secretary to be ahead of this shit, dude, to make sure it doesn't fucking happen. It's not, oh, let me go ahead and twiddle my thumbs and fucking dick around like I'm still the mayor of some small-ass little retard town in Indiana is what it is, dude. That's the problem with fucking idiots like Pete Buttigieg, dude. They have no fucking experience in the actual industry that they're supposed to be the secretary of. And this is exactly why we need to have actual elected offices for secretary slots and stuff like that in the administration going forward, dude. And I would say even right now, it needs to be immediate fucking redo at this point. And it needs to be any person currently in a position of any kind of secretary role. If they don't have any qualifications to be in that role, they need to be tossed the fuck out right now. We hold a brand new election then for them, is what it is, dude. Because I don't care if it's transportation secretary, secretary of education, whatever the case be. If you don't have direct knowledge of that specific role, you don't need to be in that fucking role, is what it is, dude. Specifically for transportation secretary, you should have to have many years at this point. I'm talking about well over a decade of logistics knowledge or any kind of transportation knowledge is what it is, dude. Whether it be you were a railway worker for a decade, whether it be you were in, some kind of shipping things on like the ports or whatever the case be, like a longshoreman or whatever, any of that kind of stuff. That would be the people that would be the qualified individuals that should be able to run for that office, not some fucking retarded piece of shit who was a fucking failed mayor of an Indiana town who literally fell the fuck up because Biden's cheating ass fucking tossed him into a role he had no business ever being in. And he's fucked up at least twice now in major fucking potential things, dude. The first one, obviously, was with the whole transportation shit going on there with all the shipping containers like a year and a half ago. Now it's the fucking East Palestine train disaster as well as these other fucking train derailments and stuff like that in the last couple of days, dude. And it's like, Jesus Christ, man. Get the fuck out of here. Resign in fucking disgrace and let somebody else take the damn job that actually has experience, you fucking douchebag. You fucking sack of shit leftist douche. Fuck knuckle. Fucking cunt. But yeah, Pete Buttigieg concerned by impacts of Ohio train derailment. Transportation Secretary Pete Buttigieg is concerned by the impacts of the train derailment in East Palestine. He said in a statement late Monday night, days after residents were forced to evacuate due to the release of toxic chemicals. Quote, I continue to be concerned about the impacts of the February 3rd train derailment near East Palestine, Ohio, and the efforts on families in the 10 days since their lives were upended through no fault of their own, Buttigieg said in a social media post on Monday night. So that's important that families have access to useful and accurate information, he continued, before contending there was a swift response, but to the incident initially. No, there wasn't, you fucking clown. You had a fucking train burning for 3 days, you dickhead, before they actually went out there and dealt with a fucking chemical spill, which, by the way, at that point was so whatchamacallit, it was going to blow the fuck up unless they actually vented the shit and then basically controlled, quote unquote, control burned it, which is not even a control burn. You're just releasing toxic chemicals in the fucking air in a giant plume, dude, which we're now feeling the after effects of, which I'm now feeling the after effects of over 50 miles away almost. Because where my house is from East Palestine is about 47 miles, give or take. And it's like, the fact that I've been having serious health issues since this fucking thing in the last few days now, dude. Like, you cannot tell me that this shit's not going to cause cancer clusters in the next fucking 6 months, a year, 2 years from now, etc. So yeah, fuck you, Pete, you fucking douchebag. I'm so sick and tired of these fucking people, man. And they just went on a bullshit about fucking US DOT and a bunch of other horse shit lies is what it is, dude, and EPA and everything else like that. Just a fucking clown is what it is, dude. Yeah, so Pete's Monday statement comes well over a week after the initial derailment, which forced residents to evacuate as the derailed train was carrying toxic chemicals. Nearly a week after the initial derailment, officials gave residents the okay to return home, which they should not have, by the way. So, yeah, it's just fucking ridiculous, dude. It's disgusting entirely. Makes me fucking sick to my stomach, honestly, dude. But one good thing that's come out of this, actually, we got good old Aaron Brockovich finally getting on the case now. So, we'll talk about that here in a second. With the second article here, which was more health concerns grow as more toxic chemicals revealed on Ohio's derailed Ohio train that first made public originally. Yeah, this is the one I talked about in the last couple of days here. It was basically you had 3 or 4 more chemicals talked about, was on the train now or whatever. And then what Aaron Brockovich said here was she was talking about this specific thing from this Lauren Linder woman who said, developing EPA and EPA of Great Lakes issued a general notice of potential liability letter to NS Corp regarding the release or threat of release of hazardous substances, pollutants, and contaminants to the environment after East Palestine, Ohio train derailment. And Aaron Brockovich rightfully said yesterday, this is why people don't trust government. You cannot tell people that there has been and continues to be hazardous pollutants contaminating the environment while at the same time saying everything is okay. People aren't stupid, Mike DeWine, etc. Yeah, and that's the thing. We're not, dude. Like, people are not dumb. You know, some people are ignorant. I'll say that honestly. But the general public is not fucking stupid, dude. And the fact that you are possibly the worst governor in Ohio history, Mike DeWine, shows exactly what I'm talking about, dude. The only reason that this old man even won re-election is because there was not a third candidate's name on the fucking ballot, dude. Because it was either Mike DeWine or psychotic anti-gun baby-killing fucking nut job Nan Whaley. And ain't nobody gonna vote Nan Whaley's fucking failed Dayton mayor's ass into the fucking race, dude, is what it is. Yeah, she won a little bit of support there in the major cities and stuff like that, but there wasn't much besides that, actually, is what it was. I don't know who's calling right now. It might be a state rep for all the fuck I know. I called us up for them today, so I don't really care at this point, honestly. But the whole point I'm trying to make here is it's a bunch of crap, dude. It's a bunch of bullshit, and we're all sick and tired of it, man. We are all sick and tired of it. It's fucking ridiculous that you have these people who want to sit there and fuck around and keep fucking around and not do a damn thing to actually fix a problem the correct way, and instead basically create a modern day version of 3 Mile Island / Chernobyl, which, you know, some people have said it's going to be Chernobyl. I hope it's not going to be that bad, because if it is, it means the entire state's pretty much fucking a dead zone now. Or at least, like, not really the entire state of Ohio, but like most parts of certain parts of Ohio, probably part of Pennsylvania as well, and then I'm guessing somewhat part of Kentucky / West Virginia then as well. It'll all be like basically uninhabitable for, you know, years and decades to come is what it is, because of various contaminants and stuff like that. Like, obviously this is not, you know, like nuclear fallout or anything, like there wasn't Chernobyl there, but like the entire point of it is, though, it's fucking damn close, dude, is what it is. When you already have hydrochloric acid, eating up cars and stuff like that, you got dead pets everywhere. And what's fucked up to me about the thing, right? That DeWine press conference, obviously, you had him basically talking about the dead fish. It's like you say nothing about the other dead animals, though, dude. There's dead dogs everywhere. There's fucking dead cats everywhere. You have fucking some dudes, foxes dropping dead and stuff like that. There's cows that have fucking health issues already, dude. And it's like, bro, like, you're trying to mitigate and downplay a serious fucking issue instead of talking legitimately to the people as the fucking governor of the state and being like, yeah, we probably fucked up. Like, that's what he needs to say at this point. He needs to be straight with us, dude, and be like, hey, it was probably not a good idea to actually burn these chemicals off. It was the best thing at the time, we thought, but it's actually, we fucked up pretty bad is what it is. We're taking responsibility for this, and Norfolk Southern's going to be held legally and criminally, so basically be financially and criminally responsible for this. And, start issuing arrest warrants for these people, dude, is what it is. That's how you get ahead of this stuff, dude. Honestly, if I was the sitting governor right now, that's what I'd be doing right now. First of all, I wouldn't have done some dumb shit like fucking burn off a bunch of chemicals. What I would have done is actually done it in such a way where sorry, internet started dipping there. But anyways, I was saying, I would not have burned off a bunch of fucking chemicals to begin with. I would have actually done stuff the correct way. We would have figured out a way to safely transfer them to something else, some other container, whatever the case be, and then ship them out by fucking truck and stuff like that, probably, dude. Not fucking dicked around and stuff like that and done a bunch of stupid shit. Number one, and the number two actually is really number one, which is you don't let fucking corporations put up a bunch of fucking sorry, internet was dipping again. Hopefully I'm actually coming through now, I don't know. But I'm gonna keep talking anyway. The entire point is you don't put a bunch of fucking chemicals on a bunch of train cars on vehicles whose tracks and wheels and bearings and axles, etc. All right, sorry about that. I'm back. Fucking internet keeps dipping in and out on me. So anyway, what I was saying was though, you don't put a bunch of chemicals on a train that's has shit that's so rusted out. It's basically gonna be a derailment waiting to happen. Is what it is. You don't have fucking Civil War era 1800s style braking systems when you can have the technology in 21st century to actually have 21st century technology on it to make this shit have better braking systems so that it doesn't derail.